We are back for another episode, but this time it's still just me and Cyrus. Um, and to be honest, the reason that Kevin's not here, I don't think we discussed this last time, is because the last time he was recorded on the podcast, which now seems forever ago, the New York Knicks lost their playoff game. Since then, they have won every single game. So that's what, 9, 10 games that they have won
Yes.
since then.
Right.
Or it could be more. I don't know.
I think it's 11. I'm thinking it's 11. I really haven't kept track.
Yeah, I haven't either because it's the New York
And
Knicks.
it's Knicks, yeah.
But that's why Kevin's not here. It's a superstition. So he will be back at some point after the NBA Finals, most likely. Unless we decide to find someone else, which I'm kidding, Kevin. We could never replace you ever. You are part of what makes this thing run. But that's why he's not here. You will see him posting videos and stuff and all of that, but he will rejoin us here in the future once the NBA Finals are over. And then we can really get to
wait.
Or when they lose.
Oh, yes. I was getting ready to say the first loss, he said he would come back on.
Yeah. So I was really hoping that'd be tonight. I thought it was going to, but
that's what I was hoping.
We'll discuss all of that in the near future. But tonight it's just Cyrus and I. Andrew's getting ready for a new job that he got just out of college. Good for him. It's his cooking job, a pretty cool one. He talked to me about it when I was at his graduation. Sounds pretty cool. My 2 cents is, Andrew, hopefully this works out and it's fun, and then find a real job.
Yes.
Somewhere.
This is the summertime job. This is a summertime job. You can
This is your introduction to the quote unquote real world. I'm really excited for you. I think it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah,
because Boston's put the World Cup. We're gonna talk about it. World Cup's this literally a week away. We have games starting. And Boston is doing the whole watch party thing down in Government Square. I was like, dude, you want to go? And he's like, I'm going to be in training and be in Virginia that whole month. I'm like, dude, like, come on. That'd be so cool to go to that. And you have to like pick the time slots. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to randomly go on like a Thursday. No, you have to be like, I'm going for this game. I'm going for this. Right. So you have to plan it ahead, which maybe I will. Maybe I'll try to sneak out and go down because I feel like that'd be fun.
They got ones. They got the ones in here. They start the 14th here with Philly.
Yeah, Boston has games Friday and Saturday next week. Yeah, I was trying to go to the Saturday game because it's Scotland, Haiti, and the tickets are still stupid. I'm not spending that much money to go to a game. I'll sit on the couch and watch it at home. I'll have it on my computer every single day or whatnot. I'll be watching it. So
they're actually having watch parties in the city.
Yeah,
they actually have they watch parties. They have like one. It's going to be one near the stadiums. One near the stadium. I was reading that one near the stadium, and there was like two more, like somewhere else in the city.
New York City is doing, I think, 2 of them. One over by the Brooklyn Bridge, and somewhere else. So they're doing a couple of and like the one over by the bridge is supposed to be unreal. It's supposed to be like this huge festival, and which is really cool. And thankfully, majority of them are free because FIFA decided to announce that they weren't going to be for free anymore. Blah blah blah, and that's been huge backlash. FIFA is under a lot of scrutiny with this World Cup, which rightfully so. Ticket prices are astronomically high. Can go into the political side of things, but we're not because it's not a political podcast. But there's some shady shit done on that side too.
When has it not been? Come on.
That's true. I did just watch the whole Netflix documentary series about like the shadiness of FIFA, like the last time when Blatt was in charge. And as you're watching it, I'm going, the guy who took over, who technically wasn't even a FIFA member, he was over at UEFA. He's almost like cookie cutter to what it was. Like he hasn't changed anything. Like let's be honest, FIFA is still a shit show. They're still taking money and doing nothing with it and just putting it in their pockets. I don't care if you want to blast me for it, but that's the truth.
Well,
You
the
know,
IOC, yeah, and the IOC is like, did you hear? I guess I don't know if it's in the
yeah,
documentary. A couple years ago, the IOC was like, "Oh, they did nothing wrong at all." I'm like, yeah, no, they did something really wrong. Then
they
they
did
were like,
something big on dumb fucked up there, Aaron, is what they did. Um, but yeah, so it's a lot's going on. It is
man,
this, it's the month of sports, which is fantastic. You have, like we mentioned, the World Cup. We have the NBA Finals, the Stanley Cup Finals, College Baseball World Series. You have the Women's Softball Championship Series against Texas and Texas Tech. You have the Masters is coming up, I believe. No, no, sorry, no, not the Masters, but
PGA, the PGA Championship. Yep.
Championship coming up. You have NASCAR. You have the Confederate the Commissioners Cup
Hmm.
for the WNBA. Like there is a lot of sports in a really a 27-day window. Like that's ridiculous. So if you're a sports fan, you're not going to work much. Let's be honest, I don't work much anyway, so it's fine. You know, it's all
my
good.
my commute's gonna suck in the morning after the 14th, but I mean,
Oh yeah, dude, you're screwed.
well, it's
You're
not. It's
screwed.
not. So let's put it this way: the morning I'll be okay. It's the afternoon where it's going to like
You know
suck
what's
real
going to
hard.
be even worse is New York City when France is playing at MetLife, and I think it's like game 4
Hmm.
or game 6, whatever one, for the NBA Finals are
Hmm.
being played like they're FIFA first and then NBA Finals. It's like, don't even try to get
You have to stay in the
in.
city.
Oh, yeah.
You'll have to stay. Like if you haven't planned it already, you'll have to stay. Like you'll have to get a hotel or someplace or something, Airbnb or what have you, to stay there, and then like if you're, I mean, you might as well make it like a, what is it? Depends on what is it. So if tomorrow's game two, right?
Yes, game 2 is tomorrow,
And then game three would be not
Monday.
Mon
Monday. It's going to be
Monday.
every other day. Yep. They went
No,
back to
because
no,
then
it's game 3 is Monday.
so they're skipping Sunday.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you
So
might
you
as
get an
well.
extra day off of with travel. So you
Yeah,
have the first 2 games are day break, 2 day break, day break, 2 day break, day break, back and forth, whatever. Um, so
yeah. So you might as well just stay there. If you plan on watching both games, you might as well just stay there for the week, or stayed there, left, and
it's
then came back, and
it's
then
probably
however.
keep cost you less money to go to the FIFA to the soccer game and then go to a bar than it is
Yeah,
to go to fucking that game in the MSG. That shit's ridiculous. My buddy and I were talking about it. $98,000 is start at the starting asking price for courtside, and I bet it's gone up because they won last night.
yeah. Because if they
Yeah,
sweep them, that they'll win on the home floor.
I hope not. I we'll talk about it, but
Yeah, I don't think
we'll
so,
get
but
there.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, so let's just dive in. So there's a lot
yeah,
going on sports wise, everybody. Like,
yeah.
buckle up, get ready for some crazy ass shit, especially with the FIFA World Cup. Um, that is going to be crazy. I'm so excited for that. Honestly, I'm more excited for that than anything else that's going on. Like, it really, I'm just not excited for really much besides baseball.
I honestly, I'm just waiting to see. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see how the guys do.
Yeah.
See how West Virginia do.
So,
Totally honest with you.
all right, NBA Finals. Game 1 was last night. I actually had a buddy that was at the game. And I talked
Was
to
he
him
the one
today.
that ran on the court and got thrown back out?
So first off, I had no idea that really happened. I thought it was AI when I first saw it. I was like, "There's no
Oh,
way.
really?
This is stupid.
Yeah.
Like this, it looked fake to me,
Right.
right?" And then like, "Oh no, no, he's been arrested and is banned for NBA games." I'm like, "Wow, security was really lax last night, huh?" Uh, but I was like, "How
I hope
much?"
it was worth it. I hope it was worth it because he could never go back to a game.
Nope. I asked
Never go
him.
back to a game.
I asked my buddy, I was like, how was it? He goes, unreal. The atmosphere was crazy. It sucks that we lost, but like it was so unreal. And I'm like, I could hear it through the TV. Like
Mhm.
San Antonio showed up. I love how they striped the fucking bowl. I love how they striped the arena. It is so cool. Um, they do it right. They're a good playoff environment. It just sucks because they came out flat and they looked tired to
Yeah,
start the game. And
yeah,
they went on a good run. Um, Definitely flat to start, which is understandable. And New York came out hot right away. And New York, you could tell, had the legs at the end of the game. I've only watched highlights. I haven't watched the rest of it. Um,
it was. I watched all of it. I mean, they. You could tell that they had the rest. To your point, they had the rest. So later in the game, they didn't really have to put out much energy
right.
they had it. So, um, I would just warn New York Knicks fans of this. We've seen this story play out. The last two rounds, the Spurs have lost the first game. They've came on top the game seven or whatever game that they eliminated that team. They came on top. Just be wary. Don't get too hyped. It starts to even kill. I mean, we've seen this in this playoffs before with them. They've had two rounds of this. Don't sleep on them.
Yep. That's very true. And it's going to be interesting because, Wemby had 27, but got majority of it from the free throw line, right?
Right.
De'Aaron Fox, um,
He had no legs.
he had
He had no
nothing.
legs. He had no legs.
It's rough because you definitely need him to play well. Um, Granted, the other guy, the support staff, it's just tired. They're not used to this yet. They haven't been this far. This is Wemby's third year, second
Yeah.
year. I don't even know.
Third year.
Um, the protection wasn't to be here yet.
Mm,
It was maybe another year and you're going to be there. So they're ahead of schedule.
right.
And they just weren't ready yet. And that's fine. You're
Okay.
going to come back on Friday and be ready to go and
Mm,
ready to crush the Knicks. Though the Knicks look good.
right.
Uh, but we'll see.
Although I do want to plug something though. My cousin, hey Maggie, my cousin is trying to develop this app or has developed this app for sports betting using AI, and I actually used it last night,
Oh yeah,
and I won a little bit of money.
nice. Well,
So it's called
send.
Athletic. It's called
I was gonna
Athletic
say,
IQ. I will send it. I will
yeah,
send it
send
to
that
you
over
guys.
because if I
Yeah,
can make a little bit of money right now, that'd be great
yeah.
because I have no money. What happens when you have two kids and a life, right?
Yes,
God,
I know the feeling.
oh my gosh. But my question is, do we think, the Knicks have won 11, 12, however many straight, 13
Mm,
straight, whatever it is.
right.
Do we think that they are the real deal? Is this the Knicks team that can get over that proverbial hump where they haven't won a championship since what, the 60s? Are they able to step over the Spurs?
I I I want to say yes, but the problem I have with saying yes is I don't know what. And Charles said it best last night, and they've been saying it for the last couple of weeks, right? What version of Carl Anthony Towns are you going to get
Night
playing
in and
against
night out.
Wemby? No, wait, yeah, against Wemby. Again, against everybody else, I could see like you. All right, listen, you don't really have the size. Cat is bigger than most guys. He's agile than most of
Yeah.
your players. I get it. So he has sort of a mismatch. But with Wemby, I don't know because Wemby had played a game seven. A fresh Wemby is different from a game seven. Just getting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't. It depends on which cat you get. If you get the great cat that played game one and game four in the last couple of games, yes, I can see that because it's a difference maker, right? And we've
Mhm.
seen that. I don't know, and that's the scary part. I don't know because if they don't come play like that, and say they lose two out of three, the next two out of three, I don't see them coming back from this because I don't know how they would how do you I mean Mitchell Robinson comes in. Mitchell Robinson can't he's shown last night he can't play with those guys.
Yeah.
Not with Wemby anyway. I mean, with Cornette he can do well, but not with Wemby.
Yeah. Well, Wemby is a freak.
Yes.
I I'm on the same page, and this is nothing to bash the Knicks. I think the Knicks
Right.
are a really, really good team.
Mhm.
Um, do I think they can win? Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
They definitely can. If they play like they did last night and the Spurs shoot
Mhm.
under 42%, because they've been shooting 42,
Mhm.
45% almost all year
Mhm.
constantly. They shot 37. They shot lower. So
Right.
you have a couple more buckets fall, their games are very different.
Right.
Um, so I do think the Knicks are the real deal. Are they able to go over that hump? It'll be interesting. If they do, it's going to have to take all 7 games.
Yes.
In my opinion, no matter what, I think it's going to go all 7 games between these two teams. They'll offset each other at home and home, right? I think Knicks won last night, Spurs win tomorrow night. Knicks will. I'll put it down. Knicks will win Game 3. And it's because of that home environment that they're going to
Right.
have. That place is going to be ruckus. Going to be
Mhm.
crazy on Monday night. And then Game 4, I think the Spurs take it.
They
Game
settle
five,
in. Yeah.
yeah, Game 5,
Yeah.
Spurs take it at home. Knicks take it at home. And then Game 7 back in San Antonio, which to me, I think it's awesome that you play, home and home, whatever.
Mhm.
But if you get to Game 7, I feel like you should just do it in a mutual site. Be like, hey, we're going to meet up in Chicago.
Right.
Mutual 50-50 split of the seat. I mean, just because I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
I understand the NBA model. I like the NBA model. It works for
Right.
everybody. But it just as a fan, been kind of cool to be like, we're gonna play the NBA finals in a neutral site because we want to see what it's like, right? What's that
Right.
home crowd advantage I think that'd be neat. As a experiment, but not in reality
Yeah, I know.
type deal. Like, don't people don't bash me for it. I'm literally just joking. Like, I think it'd be cool, but I think same
I
thing.
don't yeah, I don't I mean honestly that's just like playing I didn't mean to cut you off. That's just like playing how they play that was it the whatever that cup they play in the beginning of the
Oh yeah,
season.
the NBA Cup or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They do
the
that. They do
the
that.
dumbest name for a cup ever. The NBA
Yeah, they put
Cup.
it. There's a neutral site, so they don't
Yeah,
play it. They don't play that. They play that at a neutral site, so it's not.
yeah, they're in Vegas or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, so I think that'd be cool, but I do think it's Spurs in 7. Um, maybe they can squeak out Game 6, but that's going to be a tough one in New York. So I'm going to go with 7.
Mm,
Uh, Wemby is your Finals MVP, just because it's Wemby and should have been the MVP over
yeah,
SGA. Um, so I think it'll be interesting for sure. Uh, but I do think the Knicks are the real deal, and I think I would love to see Mike Brown win the title. I
I
think
would.
he deserves it.
Yeah,
Because of all the shit he's gone through in his career. He brings LeBron James, loses, uh, does great with Sacramento, gets coach of the year, gets fired. Like, this dude has gone through the ringer. He deserves the nod of
and he's
finally
done
getting
nothing
it.
but we've just done nothing but win everywhere he's gone. Like I mean,
And it's taken like a year, 2 years to develop. He got lucky with the Knicks that they
mm,
were set, ready to go. He just
right,
had to tweak a few things. But yeah, no, I agree. I think it'll be a fun series to watch as
mm,
a fan of neither team. I think that's sometimes the best
yeah,
part is watching two teams that you have no tie to.
mm,
Because then you're like, oh, I don't really care who wins, right? But deep down, we all know who we want to win, and we love you, Kevin. But
but
it's
yeah,
just
it's yeah, it's
you know where we stand, and it's
uh,
not nothing against your Knicks. It's just how what our thought process is here. And it could
yeah.
be the
I
other way.
just yeah, I want to say I want to say, and I was thinking about it the other day, right? If the Knicks were to win, they would have to do it in 6 because I don't think they could
Yeah,
go. I don't think they can go to San Antonio, and I don't think they can go to San Antonio and win it. I just don't think they can. Like I don't think that's something that's not in the close. not in this game 7 where those guys have to where everything's equal. I think
Right.
there's a different story.
God, you gotta love when you get like the keep this as a copy of your records. This is not a bill summary. It's like, what the fuck is this, dude? What's this even going for?
Probably medical bill.
I don't know idea. Kidding, I might need that later. We're gonna pretend there's milk in here and just let her relax for a second. But yeah, so I think, like we said, this is going to be a fun NBA Finals. It'll come down to Game 7. I really hope they're all close. I don't want blowouts.
Yeah, I think yesterday's game was like that's the tempo of the game I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Like I don't want the game to be a blowout, but like if they won by like say like 8 and it was a nip and tuck, I'm fine with that. I'm good
yeah,
with that. Yeah.
I do too. Especially because the refs also let them play. Like there was
Yeah.
some brutal fouls. There was some tough basketball, which is great. Hey, you.
We're talking about the Knicks. You see what happened last time.
Oh, I know. She doesn't like the Knicks. Sorry, sweetheart. Sorry, I'm sorry. But your Uncle Kevin does, so we have to be nice to him, nice to his Knicks sometimes. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But let's talk about probably the biggest thing in the world, and that's the World Cup.
Yep.
The most corrupt World Cup in history is happening next week. If you don't believe it's the most corrupt, then you are reading the wrong news.
Oh my God.
Or watching the wrong news, and you might want to change the channel.
It's wild.
Yeah, like if you're paying as much money as they're saying that you have to pay to get in, that's ridiculous. They're not allowing people to bring in their own water bottles. So you cannot bring in like a Stanley or a Yeti. You have to buy water in
Yeah, they got
Poland Spring or Dasani waters.
have you
Like,
seen
what?
have you seen the commercials for like the hospitality stuff they got going on?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's crazy. They got commercials for the hospitality stuff. They go, you can do like for around here they go, you can do a hospitality suite with all of this stuff in there. So they got these little got this little tray of some sort of like soccer balls with the little black dots on them
Yeah.
and some other stuff. So I'm going, and you said like they're not letting you bring bottles of water in. Yes, so like yo, you can't go like bring your favorite sports drink and you got to drink what they have there.
Yeah. No,
Excuse me.
that's
And you got to go. And if it's like $10, you got to pay the $10. Like you can't just get like can't just come in and like not pay nothing and just drink water or your favorite beverage or something like that. You just got to like you literally got to suck it up and just drink whatever's there.
oh, that sucks. And it's all going to be Coca-Cola brand because that's their national, that's their major
Yeah.
sponsor. Um, but it is crazy. Like, I'm glad they've opened up the thing for tailgating because, like, for a long time, they're like, no tailgating, no tailgating. It's like, that's part of the fun,
Right.
right? Like, that's part of the reason why I wanted to go to the Scotland Haiti game is because one, I'm Scottish, so I can have some fun with that. But also
Right.
Haitian food, mwah! I love the spice. I love like the Caribbean style food. I think it's phenomenal. It tastes great. So I love it. But again, I'm not spending $500 for a nosebleed seat. Maybe the day of the game, if like luckily it's like, hey, it's only going to be $150, then I might buy the bullet
Right.
and go. But at the same time, I can sit on my couch and just be like, hey, I'm going to watch the game. I'm going to have a beer here.
Right.
I'm just going to relax. So we'll see. But some great teams, and this is a bigger World Cup than it's ever been. It's usually 36 teams. It's 48 this year, everybody. So there are more games being played across 3 countries. If you are living under a rock and you didn't know that, it's not all in the United States. It's in Canada,
Yep.
United States, and Mexico.
Yep.
So there's a lot of soccer. A lot of the teams have started arriving. I guess Argentinian fans had been biking 10,000 miles or whatever it is to get from Argentina up to, I think they're in Charlotte. And they rode their bikes all the way up there. and like fans were outside like cheering these fans
Mm,
on like as they're coming in. They're like the super fan. I'm like, that is really, really cool. Um, France is actually in Boston. They're headquartered down in at Bentley University. I think
mm,
Brazil is in the same area. So there's a lot of great teams
mm.
staying locally.
So
Um,
where's the final at after all? Where's the
the
final at?
the it is going to be at MetLife. The final game is at MetLife. Yeah,
So they're gonna spend wow,
they were
they're
the
gonna spend
the
close to 30 days over here.
the rumor was that it was either going to be at AT&T Stadium down in Dallas,
Mm,
MetLife, or out in LA. Those were your three locations. I think if you had played it at the Rose Bowl or at USC,
mm,
that would have been the best place because that's where they've had held the finals previously when it's the World Cup in 94. The Women's World Cup in 96 was out there. It's just iconic.
yeah.
MetLife is a great stadium, but it's MetLife. It's really not
Well,
much there.
that and I'm thinking if they did AT&T. See, the only reason I think something like AT&T would work is the seating would be so much better. Like you could seat more people in AT&T.
Yes, you can.
And I mean again, be, I just because of just where that's located at. I think that's just a better. But again, I like your idea too as well. But I think for like if I'm looking revenue wise, I'm trying to get as many people as I can to come into that stadium.
Well, I think the problem with the AT&T Stadium is the time of day and when you had the final.
Yeah,
Because we all know that Jerry Jones decided to let the sun come into that stadium and it's glaring and it's horrible.
right,
MetLife, you don't really have that issue.
right.
So that's probably why. And also, New York is much bigger than Dallas. There's more accessibility to the New York area.
There's more nightlife stuff.
Culture?
More culture. Let's say culture. Let's say culture.
Let's
We
say
know.
culture. I
Let's
think
say
that's a good
culture.
way to put
Yeah,
it.
let's say culture because we
In
did.
this
We did.
politically,
Yeah,
fire.
because we got a baby on here. We
Yeah,
don't want to make her.
cultured.
Yeah, culture.
Yeah. Yes, you'll be cultured. Um, but like
Uncle
seriously,
Si said to do this.
great. I'm gonna be in trouble. But it's gonna be fun. It doesn't matter if you don't know soccer, you don't like
Right.
soccer. Put a game on. I honestly I played soccer as a kid,
Mm,
but it was just playing soccer. It was just to do something. I
mm,
played it in high school, and then I got to go to France and
mm,
Spain in high school
mm,
during the World Cup when it was in Germany in 2006.
mm,
Greatest experience of my life
mm,
because I understood globally what soccer meant
mm,
with millions and millions of people. Like we were in Paris and it was the first round. Yeah, it had to
mm,
have been the first round.
mm,
And France was playing some team.
mm,
They score a goal. We
mm,
watched this bar at the corner of the street
mm,
empty out. And during the day we walked by,
mm,
it might have held 100 people,
mm,
maybe a little less.
mm,
Um, at least 1,000 people flooded out of the thing. It
mm.
was crazy. Then they score a goal again, and then you just hear sirens all across Paris. We were in Nice when they played Spain, which was huge because
Mm,
that's a huge rivalry game, France
right,
versus Spain.
right.
We become really friendly with the hotel staff.
Mm,
So France scores.
mm,
I run downstairs. I'm like, we won it. And they're like
mm,
celebrating because they couldn't watch the game. They could listen to it, but they're like, oh, we would love to watch, but we can't. We're not allowed.
mm,
You're watching people like stand on cars, uh, waving the French flag, all
mm.
this cool stuff. I was like, this is awesome. This is truly unbelievable. So like since then, I like watching the World Cup. I like
Mm.
watching some of this. I would love to get a little bit more into the Champions League, the Premier League, all that, but it's harder. Um,
There's too
but it
much. There's
is
too many moving parts in that. I just, yeah.
there's too much going on with that one. But I also it's just this is the probably the best thing you can ever watch as a sports fan is the World
Mm.
Cup. some people will say the Olympics, some people will say other sporting events, but truly, if you love sports, the World Cup, everyone's
Yeah,
home to
because
watch.
I mean, I'm not a diehard soccer fan, but I can tell you right now, like I wouldn't. I mean, just to watch, even if it's one or two. I'm not saying you need to watch all of them, right? Or
Yeah,
the
you don't need
champ.
to
Just
watch.
watch one or two. Just it's a different feel because it's different. You know,
Yeah, no, like
it's yeah.
you just you even if you just put it on and have it on during the day and like you're
Hmm.
not really paying attention, it's cool. Like when it was over in Qatar, my buddies and I would
Hmm.
go to my friend's house at 5 a.m. and we're watching a soccer game and having a drink at 5 a.m.
Hmm.
because of the time difference. And it was like, it's a fun way to start the day. We're watching soccer,
Hmm.
then go to work. But it is fun. I'm going to pose this question now. I know you're not a big soccer fan, and truly, they're saying who wins the World Cup is so arbitrary and so up
Hmm.
in the air because a couple of years ago, everyone was going to say France would, last World Cup, they
Hmm.
thought France was going to repeat and do
Hmm.
two in a row because I don't think we've had somebody win two in a row
Hmm.
in a very, very long time ever. So, but Argentina won.
Hmm.
Who do you think could potentially win it all out of every team that's playing? And I know there's a ton, there's 48 countries that are involved. And we probably don't even know half of them.
Right. I honestly, and not sound like a homer, I really would want the USA to win only because it's on US soil. Like I want them to win and just show that like, listen, we've we have the superior.
You're making funny faces.
Maggie, what you doing?
I can understand that wanting us
Yeah,
to win because it's
yeah,
on home. So to be honest, I've told my buddy, and I think he and I are on the same page. This they might be lucky if they can get out the group stage.
right.
Granted, they had a really good game against Ghana the other night, where they or Turks and
Was it
what
the friendly game against
a
Ghana,
friend.
right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
either Ghana or some other or Caribbean team. I can't remember, but they won 3-2. They
Hmm.
should have blown them out 3-0, but whatever. They they look good. They look much better than what they had previously, which is nice. They might make it out of the group stage. They maybe make it to the round of
Hmm.
16 because they're still going down to I think 16 teams. They have to be.
Well, I
Um,
mean that's a lot of playoff time to
yeah.
try to fill all
So
in. So yeah.
we'll see what happens there. But to be honest, I'm on the side that France can win it all again. Um,
Yeah.
I love my top teams are Germany and France from just
Hmm.
I like France because of being over the World Cup
Hmm.
during the World Cup years ago.
Hmm.
And then I'm part German, and my old boss is like 100% German, so
Hmm.
he's always got me into watching German soccer. Uh, but yeah, I think those two are my favorite teams to watch. But I think France with Mbappe and some
Hmm.
of the other, got Giroud and all these other guys that are on the side that can
Hmm.
help. The team is just stacked. So
They
I,
are. They
I,
are.
I, I think France can win it all.
Hmm.
Another one that can win it all. Spain, England could this time around
Hmm.
finally win a World Cup. For the first time since the '60s, they've
Hmm.
ever won anything significant.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't, if US can pull it off, like good for them. Like I just don't.
I mean, yeah, I like I said, I don't, and that's why I wasn't trying to be a homer about it, but just a couple things in life that you would like to, you like to see a little bit different in that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
wish
just win on our, home soil.
the only downside to this whole thing is the US is on the West Coast. Every single one of the games is on the West Coast, which stinks. Is because I would love if you were smart enough, you put them right in the smack dab middle of the country and say, "Hey, you're going to be training at the University of Texas, right, for
Right.
this whole time, and fly out a couple days prior to your match to get
Yeah,
acclimated." Be like, okay,
yeah,
one game in Seattle, one game in Los Angeles, one game in New York, and one game in Atlanta, right? Because I think that's the
right,
furthest south they go. I don't think they
right.
go to Miami.
Mm,
Oh no, they do go to Miami. Miami's the other one. So go from New York to Miami, right? You hit all four
right,
corners technically in the United States. You boost your fan base up for the United States. Like, all right, let's rally around this. This is going to be
mm,
great. Everything's on the West Coast. It's like
I
I
wonder.
get
I
it.
wonder. Are they training out in because the
They're,
training there's probably training out in Colorado, which is where all
I
the
don't
which is
think they are in Colorado. I think I could ask my buddy. I could literally just text my buddy because he works for US Soccer. Um, John Terry, he was on here
mhm.
previously.
Yeah.
But
I
I
remember.
think um I think they're for the World Cup there, I think their home base is going to be out in LA. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
kind of why. But hey, like we keep saying, just watch the games.
Yep.
You may not like soccer, but I think you will fall in love with the sport watching this because it is the top of the top. It's the creme of the crop. And it's just fun to watch.
Mhm.
Gives you something to do
Definitely.
on a weeknight where it's like, hey, there's nothing on. Cool, let's throw a soccer game on for a couple
Right.
hours, for an hour, whatever. So um let's turn the page and
Yeah.
continue talking about football, but the American version.
Oh, yeah. That was that
We got
one.
we got a football player that has decided to retire, thank God, because the
He
past
needed
three
to. Oh
years,
my God, did he need to?
he has been atrocious in not being able to
There was
do
only
anything.
one. There was only good one thing about that. And there was only good thing about that guy.
What?
You know what it is. I'm not going to say
Oh, his wife? Sure.
it.
Yeah, we'll say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But Russell Wilson, after a 14-year career and one Super Bowl win and three Super Bowl appearances, um, has decided to retire
Hmm.
and will be an NFL analyst for CBS starting this fall. Yay, we get to listen to him talk about football and pretend to know what he's talking about. I'm sorry, I hate majority of these analysts because they just kind of spew their own thing. Um, I'd rather listen to a Joe Schmo that doesn't hasn't played to talk because it's just
Yeah,
fun.
and the funny thing is everybody's got their own angle on it. Like Matt Ryan was sitting there talking. I'm like, no offense, Matt Ryan, you really didn't win anything,
You
and
won one MVP and then lost the Super Bowl to the Patriots.
right. I mean, just not buying it. Again, nice, probably one of the nicer guys in the league that you can that just from from what everybody says, but just not feeling him, being an analyst, and yeah, it's I guess it again. Everybody has their thing, right? So I guess it's just
Mm-hmm.
a matter of what what his thing is, and if he fits what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. Um, I don't know. I try not to listen or watch the pregame stuff. I might throw it on in the background while you're getting ready for your football games. Like
Mm,
from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, they have these guys on talking. And I'm like, I rather listen to the coach than a former player.
yeah,
Like I love like listening to Cower and those guys because they know the sport better than just what a player is, right? The player knows one side, the coach knows all sides. So
right.
we'll see. Good luck to you. Happy trails. Um, be ready to ride. I think that's what ready to ride Denver. Is that what he said when he got there? And
I yeah,
and that fell
that's
apart.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, there's that. As I mentioned at the top of the podcast, the um women's college softball championship series is
but it
going
was. I
on.
mean, before you move on, there was
Yes.
two major trades that went on.
Oh, we'll talk about that in here in a second. We'll end
Oh,
with
okay, okay,
those.
good.
We'll end with those two trades. I didn't write them in because I knew we were talking about them.
Okay,
Um, but let's talk about some college stuff real quick.
okay,
So, and we'll talk about college stuff here in a minute because of the blue and gold banter.
of
But
course.
Texas Tech versus Texas for the women's softball championship.
Ooh,
Texas is
saucy.
up 1-0. It is a
Mm,
best of three game series.
mm.
I don't know when it might have been already. I'm not sure. I think they might be playing tonight. Um, but Texas Tech does have the number one pitcher in the country, and she stayed there because she's making real good money with NIL. But Texas, I worked at Texas, and the Texas softball is, dude, they are legit. They are legit. So that's awesome.
They are
That
playing right now. It
who's
is
up?
0-0, bottom of the second.
Okay, so
No,
still
bottom
very,
of the
very
third. Sorry, bottom of the third.
bottom of the third, 0-0. Still very early. Um, yeah, this will be fun. It's kind of cool that it's two state schools going against each other. Who's the best in Texas? So, if you're a fan of either one, good luck. Don't drink too much. Don't gamble too much on these games. Enjoy it. Um, then we got the Stanley Cup Finals. That's underway.
Yep.
Vegas is up one game on Carolina. I believe game two is tonight. I think they're off schedule of
The
the NBA
NBA.
final NBA
Yeah.
finals, so they're not
Yeah.
playing at the same time. Um, I haven't watched any of the hockey playoffs at all, so I couldn't tell you anything about this. Besides, this is their second or third trip to the NBA to the Stanley Cup Finals
Mm.
in their short team history. So that's pretty awesome. Like
No, they've actually had some really good, like they have a really good front office. So
they
they've a really good front office. So
and they also did very well with the supplemental draft when it was the new team. Like they did very well on who they selected.
mm.
And then they've just grown since there from that too. So that's fantastic. Um, so we'll see what happens. Carolina winning would be great, but I think watching Vegas win would be even better. So we'll see.
Anytime Vegas wins, it looks good.
Yeah, except if they get an NBA team, then I'm just gonna be really pissed because I just don't think they deserve an NBA team. But that's
Well, I think
something.
I think Seattle just. I mean, not to go off a tangent, I think Seattle definitely deserved one. I don't think Vegas deserves one, but I don't know what other city that you would get another team at. Like I don't know what other city would deserve or even need another team.
Nashville.
Uh,
Give me an NBA
my son
team.
my son said New Jersey.
No, New Jersey lost their rights to have an NBA team because they were so god awful and the fans hated everything. So no, Jersey, you lost your rights. It's staying in Brooklyn. I know the governor of New Jersey wants you to come back, but the Brooklyn Nets aren't leaving Brooklyn anytime soon. They have
No,
a
if they and quickly if they were going to bring them back to Jersey, they can't put them where they were at before. You got to put them like someplace.
You got to give them a brand new stadium, which is going to cost you billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars. So yeah,
Well,
no,
I mean honestly, they gotta
redo
they have it.
infrastructure and
Well, no, they have a stadium in Trenton technically, but it doesn't hold enough people. They would have to
yeah, you have to build a
you would
brand new
you would
stadium.
have, well you would have to renovate it to put more people in there.
More butts and seats,
Yeah, you have to renovate it. Yeah, in order to make in
as
order to
that's the lingo from my ticket
yeah.
sales days is butts and seats.
Yep.
But yes, let's talk about the NBA trades. The most
You mean in NFL trades?
NFL, NBA, NFL, whatever. Who cares? Um, the one that we all knew was going to happen, it just took a little bit longer than we expected, was AJ Brown to the New England Patriots for a 2008 first round pick and a 2007 fifth round pick. Good value on both sides. I'm glad they didn't give up a 27 first round pick because that draft is supposedly going to be loaded. So you don't lose out on that one, which is good. 2028, who cares?
Right.
We'll figure that out in a couple of years.
Right.
Now, as a Patriots fan, I'm happy. I'm excited. They finally get a number one receiver. It's going to make life a little bit easier. Now just go pay Christian Gonzalez his money so that we can shore up our defense and say we have the best corner in the league at a great price.
Right.
Like just get the deal done. I hate that he's not at OTAs right now.
Mm.
It's not a big deal because they're not mandatory. The mandatory minicamp is coming up in a couple of weeks. So hopefully they can get a deal done and get that in place so that we are good to go and we don't have any worries and we have the best team in the NFL.
Well, I mean, I think everybody makes out in that trade. The only thing I would say is that the Eagles this could turn into one of those we told you so about their quarterback position, right? If it doesn't work out, like we told you that he wasn't which everybody's saying he is. Yes, he's a very good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. He's not this, he's not that. Not saying that he's not. I'm just saying that that could be the narrative that they make about that if they don't win because of AJ not being there, right?
Yeah.
So that could be it. I mean, and the other one, which is Miles Garrett, I'm really surprised because remember, you know what his first pick was, where he wanted to go? He wanted to go to Philly. They wouldn't send him to
Oh,
Philly. They did not want to send him to Philly.
that would have been crazy if they had gone to Philly. That team would have been. But I think you're right. It definitely makes it so easy. It's good for both teams. The
Hmm.
Patriots get the number one wide receiver, and
Hmm.
then the Eagles get away from the drama that was between
Yeah.
Hurts and uh, Brown, right, for the past year and a
Right.
half, whatever that was. Um, but I think it's good for both teams. It'll be nice to see what they both can do.
Hmm.
The Eagles' offense totally changes, right?
Right.
Devontae Smith is now your number one wide receiver. I think
He's
he's good.
unselfish. He's an unselfish number one wide receiver.
He is. I worry because he's small. That is my biggest worry as
Well,
a
that's why they went out and they drafted the
yeah
kid
from
Lemon.
USC. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he should be good, and you have a good tight end. So I think that'll be nice to see what happens there. But yeah, and then of course, like you mentioned, Miles Garrett going to the freaking Rams for like
he's
three
he's
first
in my
round
division.
picks
He's in my division. Thanks a
for
lot. I
like a
appreciate that.
first like 3 round picks, a player like a third round pick that'll change later. Like, well, the Rams are literally just loading up so that they can win a Super Bowl and Matthew Stafford can ride off into the sunset
Yeah.
and
Well,
never come back.
or they could, yeah, he could ride off into the sunset and then hand the reins over to Ty.
Or whoever the other quarterback is. They have the other Stenson. They have Stenson from Georgia too.
Uh,
This will be his second year. Yeah.
yeah, but they're depends. It really depends how the training camp goes. But I think the kid from
Yeah,
I
Ty
think
Simpson
I think
from
from
Alabama should
Alabama.
be the
I think
number one
I think he's
quarterback
going to
over
wind
there
up
after.
I think he's going to wind up taking over after Stafford leaves.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine, totally understandable on that one. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. And then the rumor is Aaron Donald like texting people saying, "Oh, I'm intrigued." Like to come back because his rights are still owned by the Rams.
Well, I mean, he left. I mean, he left because it was a crap show for a year and change, and he didn't win a deal. So
Well, he left because he had no more fun with it. Also, he was
yeah,
like, this is I won. I was going to play 8 years, and I won in my final year.
right.
Could you come back and be the best tag team ever seen in the NFL? God, that'd be scary if you were on either side of them. So
Oh, yeah.
you could,
How do you defend that? And let me ask you a question.
you know,
How do you defend that? How offensively? How do you scheme? Because I don't know if you can really scheme out of that.
you only way to do it is you chip block with a tight end on one side and then have no running game because your running back is going to have to block the other side. Like that's like the only
Yeah,
way I
that's
can
yeah.
think. Or you're double teaming with a lineman and then hope and pray that your run attack can get through the hole before the other off defensive tackle or the linebacker can come through the hole and
Or,
hit you.
yeah, or your screen game, where
Yeah,
you
dump
got
and dive.
yeah, dump a dive and just you got to
Yeah,
dink, you got to dink and dunk it till you can hit over it till you hit them overhead
yeah. All right, so let's move on to some gold and
and blue banter. Yeah.
blue and gold banter because that's why we're here. We're a West Virginia podcast. Um, let's go baseball. Like I keep saying, we are a baseball school now until football or basketball decides to right the ship and figure out what they're doing, which
Right.
they seem to be knowing, what they're doing these days.
Right.
But baseball, if y'all were living under a rock for the past week, have had some great games when they were hosting the regional over in Morgantown. They sold out
Mm.
every single game. West Virginia won the first game against Binghamton.
Hmm.
They beat them. Then Kentucky beat Wake Forest. So then West Virginia played Kentucky. We lost to Kentucky, sadly. That was rough. I was very sad about that. But we then played Wake Forest. We beat Wake Forest. Had to then play Kentucky the same night. Holy crap. That was great. Going to the top of the ninth, the top of the eighth, and hitting a 2-run shot to take the lead 9-11 and holding that game. Huge win.
Right.
Then comes Monday. And you're wearing the blackout jersey, you're wearing the cold rush jerseys. You're winning the whole game until the seventh inning, sixth, seventh inning, and you let up runs. And it's tied 5-5.
Yeah.
I kid you not, I watched both games, the full games. I'm having a heart attack. I'm shitting bricks. I'm texting my friends that are West Virginia fans. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell's happening? Oh my God. Please just do something. Please stop pitching this guy. Get him out. Like anything under the sun. And then you get to the bottom of the 10th, tied 5-5, 2 on, no outs. I don't think there was any outs, maybe 1 out. And Amani Guzman comes up to the plate. And he was the guy who won you the game last year against Kentucky to push you to the Super Regionals to go play LSU, which we all know it just did not end very well for West Virginia. But this year, Guzman hits it, and it's a single, and it scores the winning run. So you win 6-5 in extras. And the coolest part, as a West Virginia fan and as a pseudo West Virginia fan here with Cyrus, is watching the country roads be sung on national television after that game.
Oh, love that. Love that. Love that.
It was phenomenal. I thought that was icing on top of the cake is that they're now hosting the Super Regional against Cal Poly because Cal Poly won against UCLA. If UCLA had won, we'd be in LA right now playing the #1 team in the country. But
yeah, they had the #1 overall seed.
I
was watching that. I was watching that selection, especially when it happened. The overall seed was crazy.
#1 and #2 overall seeds were knocked out. So now you got West Virginia's hosting a Super Regional. Unreal. Like this is crazy to go to Omaha. So they play tomorrow, which when this podcast comes out, most likely by the end of the week, the series will be over. But West Virginia is hosting it. Each game right now is at 12 on Friday and Saturday. Okay. Sunday, if needed, I think it's going to be at 12 as well. Okay. Hopefully it's not needed. Hopefully we can come out and dominate against Cal Poly. But that's fantastic. I don't even know like what else to say. Like I'm so hyped for this game.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Like if they can make, and again, I know Cal Poly is a very, very, very good team, but if they can make a run and they can beat if they can beat Cal Poly, I mean, just imagine what it do for the school. I mean, it's so much. Would do so much for the school.
So much, but we'll see. Everyone will see from our Instagram pages on how things go. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting for sure. It's going to be great. Keeping with some sports at West Virginia, the off season has started for men's and women's basketball.
Yep.
So men's basketball players have shown up at campus. They're there for a month or so, and then they'll go home, and then they'll be back early August to get training in or middle of August.
Yeah.
So they'll be back, but it's awesome to see them on the courts, getting the team acclimated with each other to understand how each other play, all of that. So fantastic, and both teams look phenomenal again. Ross Hodge has the #1 recruiting class in the big, #1 or #2 recruiting class in the Big 12, as well as the #1 transfer portal class in the Big 12. So it's going to be fun for West Virginia fans for this upcoming year and hopefully years after with all sports. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. I hear you. I do hear you. I know. Mom said she was going to get you, which put baby brother down, but she still didn't get you yet. That's okay. We're just going to hang out with that for a little bit longer. We're almost done. I promise. But as I keep switching positions for her, see if she stops crying for a minute or two. Our tickets have technically been reserved for Charlotte. Everybody.
Oh, okay.
Cyrus apparently didn't realize that conversation was being had the other night when
No,
I sent the text.
I know. I seen that. I'm sorry. What was that? What was it? Tuesday night?
Uh,
If it
yes,
was,
Tuesday night.
if it was Tuesday night, Ash had a championship baseball game, and
Ooh, how'd she do?
how did Ash do?
Yeah, well,
Well,
how'd they team do?
uh,
They
unfortunately,
lost. Okay.
they lost. They lost by 1 run.
Oh,
By 1 run. I mean, The boys played tremendous, tremendous. Um, they, I mean, so I'm such a proud dad. He caught it. He caught it. He snagged the line drive. Like
yep.
Ash snagged the line drive right out of the air.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm just proud of him. I mean,
Good.
he took 2 years off. He took 2 years off for reasons. He's sitting right over here, so I'm not gonna say it. But he took 2 years off, and you know, he's starting to come back around. So he's starting to fall back in love with it again. So I'm just happy he's falling back in love with it again. So
That's the biggest thing.
yeah,
But yes, our football tickets for that game are purchased. Well, not purchased yet. They go through at the end of July. So
okay,
everyone's money will be to me before the end of July. So I have money in my bank account still.
yep,
I know our hotel is booked, everything there. We just have
yep,
to get our flights,
yep.
which I hopefully will do by the end of this
Yeah,
weekend.
that we'll talk about that after.
I trade you.
Hey, Ashley.
She may want a bottle. Bye. Like, I don't want to be on camera. Get me out of there. Get me the fuck out of here.
She want to say hi to me?
This way. Come on. This camera. Follow me this way. Get away from. Come on. I have to do it myself. I have to move my own. All right. Fuck it. Whatever.
Not like Kevin's camera.
Dude, no, it was doing it earlier. It was doing it earlier, but now there. See there. There we go. It recentered itself on me. Thank you. Thank you, camera. It's so nice of you to do that. Like a pain in the ass. But yeah, so Charlotte is basically set, ready to go. I was talking to Kevin about the flights, and that's the biggest thing right now for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough that my dad's going to let me use miles to get there with Andrew, so it's no out of pocket cost for me. But at the same time, flights right now are fucking stupid.
Yes, they are.
I would say, hey, wait till it gets closer, but you don't want to wait.
We even looked. Remember, we started looking when the first started talking about it. It was still
expensive, but not as expensive as it is.
Yeah.
But we'll be there in Charlotte. It's the only game we're going to this year. I'm selling the rest of my tickets for this season. I already got like 2 or 3 sold, so that's good for me. I'm happy about that. Make a little extra money. I'm trying to cover the cost of my season tickets with selling tickets. But yeah, that's all we got, guys, tonight. I don't have too much.
You want to hear something funny? So I had a friend that went over to Japan for one of my coworkers, and he brought me over their what they call their sports drink. It's called Bacardi Sweat.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
You've got your background.
Yeah, it won't let me right now. My computer's acting weird, but it's Bacardi Sweat.
Well, my background's not blurry. That's just
I don't know. It's some reason my computer's acting weird, so it is what it is. I'll send it over in the chat, but I wanted to show it here. I mean, actually, when he does the editing, he should be able to edit this out. But
yeah, he should be able to.
Yeah, so it's Bacardi Sweat. It tastes like grapefruit and something else. It was pretty. I thought it was gonna be like nasty. It was like it's good. It was good.
I'm like doing some fun shit with this. I have no idea what this. Oh well, my face really weird. Ooh, okay. So
you just shrunk your head.
It made my face look weird. It made it different, and that's weird. Just for low light. No, don't do that. That is silly. Virtual background. No, I don't want a virtual background. I have fun backgrounds already. Okay, cool. Whatever. I'm just messing around with shit that I don't need to mess around with. But we're gonna skip the country roads rant because we literally already talked West Virginia. It is also getting late. We're both old. Cyrus is much older. He's almost the big 5-0. In the
Let's
near
not talk.
future.
Let's not talk. Actually, and I went to so Kev didn't record it, but I went and had his. I went into
I
his gym.
he told me about that. He told me that his direct quote was Cyrus cannot do the squats, the wall balls.
No, I cannot.
He was
I
like,
cannot.
I was like, how'd Cyrus do? He goes, he came out strong. I was like, came out too strong. He goes, yeah, yeah, came out of the gun, came out blazing and crashed.
I do. I swear it was. Uh, so the only thing I didn't. I was from the one at the gym. The one at the gym. The row machine at the gym is older than. Why did
Whoa,
your camera just zoom in?
a lot.
What
I don't like
is
that.
that?
That was weird. I don't like that. That was too much. We're gonna fix that.
So it the new that guess they have a newer one. I guess the one they use technically for high rocks. I have no idea. I don't know if it's something like that.
Yeah.
It's different. So the bar was about I want to say about another 2 or 3 inches wider.
Okay.
So the one at the gym is smaller. So when I grab it, it's like this.
Yeah.
He said when you grab it, you need to grab it on the ends and then
Wide width.
yeah,
Yeah.
wide width. So I was able to do that and to I came out too strong. I think I just came out too strong because that was the hardest thing and that was the first thing that we did. So that worked. So that was hard. It was, but by the end, I mean, I did everything else up until the wall ball and then the the planks and stuff at the end. I was just burnt out, man. I was just burnt. I was like, I was done. I was done.
Hey, I was talking to my buddy about it today, and I'm like, for high rocks, I'm doing the things that need brute force. I'm doing the sled push and the farmer's carries because those are two things that I know I will be very good at. Um, I've trained a little bit. I need to just ramp up training and start running a little bit more. But I'm also playing basketball still, so I'm getting my cardio there. Um, I'm not too worried, especially with the sled push. I've already watched plenty of videos on how to do it. It's more just technique and form than anything else.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's just
that was yeah. I was doing the same thing with the pull too. I was watching
keeping
the videos we
keeping
had. Yeah,
my arms in, wrapping them, and then just pushing,
yeah.
keeping your body extended, not too close to the sled itself. So I'm not overly concerned. I think we'll be good. My only concern is designing a tattoo, which I still need to do.
So the girl, so FYI, the girls are signed on to do the judge the tattoo.
Okay.
We did talk to them after the training session at Kev's gym. We met up with them to have a little because it was Kev's and them, their
Yeah.
weekend together or whatever. So we met up with them and was talking and they agreed to like we just design it and they said but they don't want to know whose it is. They just
Mhm.
want to like design it, show them, and they'll
Yeah. So
decide.
what we do is we send everything to Kevin. Kevin downloads it and saves it to his phone. He does not say who's it from,
Right.
and they pick the three, or he just sends the four over to the girls and say,
Mhm.
"Here you go. These are the pictures." Well,
Which one is the best one?
yep. So I think that needs to be before the end of July. We have to
I
have
agree
it
with that.
designed.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
So Andrew and Kevin, when you listen to this episode, start designing your tattoos because
Well,
uh
I know what Kev's doing. Kev's going to do a chat GBT all the way, baby.
no, we said
I'm
we had to
joking. I'm
design
joking.
it.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I know
Chat
you.
GPT can be your thought process and help you figure out what you want it to look like. Because I
So
think it did give us some good ideas, but I think we can design it a little bit differently.
yeah.
I have some in my mind that I just need to sit down and put pen to paper or pencil to paper. Um, yeah, I think we'll be good. But I think that's all we got.
Yeah. I'm dirt tired. I got to go shave and cut my hair and
Yeah, you're looking a little long up there.
yeah. Well, I I got someplace to go. I got someplace I got to go tomorrow, and
You might want to just like shave it all off at this point, Si. Like just go completely bald.
I try to. I just can't. I try to. I just can't. I just can't.
I always tell Ashley, I'm like, once it gets to like a certain point, if my hairline gets back to here,
Mhm.
it's gone. Just be
The
done.
the only problem I have is that this part, the top part here, I got that George Jefferson thing going. Like this top part here is where, and this is from wear and tear of like getting hit in the head, football, basketball, all that stuff, and like so that's that wear and tear up here. But the sides and the back, I still get hair that grows. So like I don't want to like it's just if it's just this piece right here, I'll just do the whole shave it down to the bare minimum and then shape it up, and then it grows back in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
But I cut my own hair, so like I don't have to like go to a barber or nothing like that. I just do it myself.
So yeah, I still go to a barber. As I have hair. But I'm also tempted to well, talk to the wifey about it, but I'm tempted to grow my hair back out. Just have some length to it again one more time in my life. So I might do that.
With Maggie pulling hair.
All right. By the time she's old enough, by the time it's long enough, I don't think she'll be doing that. So
Nah,
I think I like that. I liked having my long hair years ago. I think I'm going to try to do it one more time.
When are you gonna be? You want to be Thor? You gonna dress up a Halloween as Thor?
I could be short hair Thor or long hair Thor. Yeah, I could do it. I've been told that's what I could do. Or, I'll just be oh my God, the guy from Remember the Titans, and he was also in Sons of Anarchy. That's who I've been told I look like.
Oh, that guy. Oh, Sunshine, right?
No, the linebacker.
Bertier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I look like Bertier. That's what I've been told. Without facial hair, and then with facial hair, I look like his character from Sons of Anarchy. I'll take it.
Yeah. You should take that.
All right. We're gonna stop ranting.
Yeah.
We are gonna let y'all go. So here's the attempt at the outro yet again, because it's not my job. This is Kevin's job. Kevin, I need you back. I love that you're superstitious and I would do the same thing, but please come back.
You know what he should do?
Just do the outro.
Just do the outro. Just do the outro.
That's all you do.
Do the outro. Just come here and do the outro.
But
wait. He should real quickly. He needs to record the outro,
and then we can just put it in.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So we'll just try to not butcher it as bad as we did last time. But thanks y'all for listening. I know Cyrus and I can just go on tangents and rant and rave about anything and everything. We try to control ourselves the best we can.
Not really, but go ahead.
Thanks for listening. You can listen to us on all streaming platforms, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Amazon Play, Spotify. I know there's one that we're missing that I think is no longer available, but whatever. You can follow us at the Manly Musings Podcast. You can follow myself at Merritt_P, Kevin at KQueva672, whatever it is. You can also follow Cyrus at his 2 Instagram accounts, Coach Cy, as well as his normal Cyrus Johnson Jr. And then Andrew, but we don't tell anybody what the producer's podcast or his Instagram is because for some reason
he doesn't want to know.
He doesn't want people to know.
He doesn't want anybody to know.
I just don't think he wants the clout. I don't know. But y'all, thank you for listening. I know we keep saying we're going to do more. It's just life is busy. We all have lives and kids. But we will be getting a couple of guests on. I'm going to be working on that tomorrow. Okay. Going to be messaging some people. So we'll be having some more guests join us. And you don't just have to listen to the 3-4 of us rant and rave and talk. So enjoy your night. Go West Virginia baseball. And let's go USA in the World Cup.